Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a month. So I don't know if I mentioned it in August TBR, but as you can see, we have changed the locations. I did move and it was very stressful, and I'm still not completely settled in, but I mostly have stuff. This is my cat. This is for my cat. Mostly have stuff where I need them. And I didn't want to film a video until this was mostly settled. I have since discovered I need another bookshelf. So we are working on that. But for now, this will do. It's very chaotic. It's not the way I want it. There are extra books everywhere. Down here, it's chaos. But we're here to do, finally, my September. I didn't read well towards the end of August. I'm still kind of in I don't want to say a slump, but it might kind of be a slump because I want to read. I just can't get into anything. I don't even remember the last book I read. What was it? I don't know. I really don't know. Let me think. It was Life. It was the last book, the All Souls trilogy by Deborah Harkness. So I finally finished the last book. It took me a couple months because I kept picking it up, putting it down, picking it up, putting it down, but I finally finished it. For so great. Definitely recommend the All Souls trilogy, which includes A Discovery of Witches. But it's fall. I love fall. I'm in the fall season. As soon as September 1st hit, it was fall. Excuse me. My cat is adjusting. We went into a house with another cat. She's not doing well, but she's not doing well because she's bullied, not because she's being bullied. She's a big bully, which I did not expect because she's a real scaredy cat. And she has now found a toy, so please excuse the bell. But it's fall. I want the fall vibes. But I also had some books come out that are not technically fall vibes, but I really want to read them. So let's get into this. First, let's start with books I love. So one of the books that I have started that I'm just going to take my time with, it's not anything I'm rushing through or I feel like I need to binge this book. I'm just going to take my time, read a couple chapters when I feel like it, and then finish it that way. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi. What's wrong? So, Finding Me by Viola Davis. This is one that I picked up. I started reading. I found it really interesting. So this is Viola Davis's memoir. And I'm currently on chapter 4, which is page 41. So I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing through it. I'm really enjoying it, but nonfiction is something I have to take slowly. So there's this. The next book that I started is Bring Me Your Midnight by Rachel Griffin. I love Rachel Griffin's books. The Nature of Witches is one of my all-time favorites. And this is her most recent release. So good. I love the vibes, the witchy vibes. And I'm very much enjoying this. Got to chapter 5. I keep putting it down and picking something else up, but that's a me problem, not a book problem. I'm having trouble sticking to books. Me problem. This book is great. So this follows Tana Fairchild, who lives on an island that is completely inhabited by witches, and her life's goal, everything she's been raised to achieve, has been to bridge the gap between the mainland and the island that the witches live on. It is called the Witchery. So in order to bridge that gap, she has to marry the mayor's son. But, things happen, and she discovers maybe she doesn't want to, complete this mission that she has. So far I love it. Haven't gotten very far in it, obviously. I'm only on chapter 5, which is page 42. But the vibes are all there. I know I'm gonna love it. I just have to sit down and let myself get into it. But I'm having so much trouble, like I've said, just getting into books. It is a me problem, not because of the books. And this next one is a reread. I am rereading the entire series so that I can read the last book. Not that I really feel like I need to read the entire series to read the last book. It's a preference, not a requirement. But this is The Vanishing Stair by Maureen Johnson. It's the second book in the Truly Devious series. I am currently rereading and annotating is what I'm doing. But I don't know why I made this a requirement for myself, but I want to reread the whole series before I read Nine Liars, which just recently came out and is giving all the fall vibes. If you don't know, Truly Devious follows Stevie Bell, who wants to attend Ellingham Academy, which is this exclusive boarding school where the students are allowed to explore their own interests. And Stevie Bell's interest is true. And Ellingham Academy is the perfect place for that because the school itself has a dark history. The man who started Ellingham Academy, his wife and daughter were kidnapped, and then the wife was murdered. No one ever found out what happened to his daughter. So that's a complete mystery. And that's what the first 3 books, the overarching mystery in the first 3 books. And then the 4th book, The Box in the Woods, goes on to a different mystery, and Nine Liars goes on to another mystery. So we really don't have to read the first 3 books to read Nine Liars, but like I said, personal preference. So this is the second book in the series. Through and annotating, I'm on chapter 6, page 86. So this is slow going, but I do want to kind of prioritize this. And then the final book that I started, which I did start in September, and I got this recommendation from Darling Desi on YouTube. I will put a card at the top to her video that I watched. She had a lot of great fall recommendations, and her videos are awesome. Very, very good. So one of the books she recommended was the spell book of Katrina von Tassel by Alyssa Palombo. So this is a Sleepy Hollow story, and the focus of this is Katrina von Tassel. I have never watched the Sleepy Hollow movies. I want to. I especially am interested in the one with Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci, but have never watched it. I don't really know the story of Sleepy Hollow, but the way she described this just really made me want to read it. So in this one, Katrina von Tassel has that instant connection to Ichabod Crane, and there's some romance. She said there's some spice. Haven't gotten to it yet, but that's purely on me because I am again having trouble picking this up. But there is some magic in this because apparently Katrina's best friend Charlotte is a witch, and when Ichabod disappears, she has to enlists the help of her friend and rumored witch, Charlotte Jansen, to seek the truth of Ichabod Crane's disappearance, investigating the forest around Sleepy Hollow using unconventional, often darkly magical means. What they find forces Katrina to question everything she once knew and to wonder if the Headless Horseman is perhaps more than just a story after all. So it just sounds amazing. And as soon as I saw Darling Desi's video, I hopped right on Pango Books and I bought this book. It was amazing. It sounds amazing, and I cannot wait to continue reading this. And now we are moving on to books I want to start this month, or even just the fall season. I have a feeling I'm going to struggle for a while more, but this book recently came out, and if you've watched my channel, you know I love the first 2 books, and this is the final book in the series. This completely all over TikTok, Book Talk, and Bookstagram. I love it. Things We Left Behind by Lucy Scored. Cannot wait to pick this up. And I've heard that this is probably the best one in the series. And I loved Things We Never Got Over and Things We Hid from the Light. So very much look forward to picking this up. This one follows the best friend of the 2 brothers, Lucian and Sloane, who we've met in the first 2 books and is the last book in the Knockmount series. Apparently it's like second chance romance. Cannot wait. I just got my copy. It just came out. I believe it was last week or the week before, but cannot wait. This next book is also a new release, and I have seen it all over Instagram, and it just made me want to pick it up so much. So this is Assist to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer, and apparently this follows Evie, who is really hard for cash and needs money to, I believe it's support her family. So she ends up answering an ad for an assistant and ends up working for a villain, and then, you know, she develops feelings for this villain. So that was really it. Also, it has this cute little frog on it that says help, that I love. You see him everywhere. He's just so cute. So this is a gorgeous floppy book, and I very much look forward to picking this up because it just sounds so good. Who doesn't love a romance where the main female character falls for the villain? Just yes. And then these next 2 books are me trying to continue series or finish series, mostly continue because I don't think either of these books are the last book in the series. But I have a bad habit of starting book series and not finishing them. So the next one is the second book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, and this is Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. So like I said, second book. Don't really know what happens in this one, don't want to know, but the first book follows Pip, who as her senior project is kind of investigating a murder of one of the girls in her town, and the boy who everyone thinks did it, but Pip doesn't believe he did it. So she's investigating, trying to prove him innocent. So there's that. And then I'm real hesitant about this series because while I loved A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and I did really want to finish the series, I've heard that the last book has a real open ending, and I hate open-ended books. I don't like them. I need a conclusion. I need to know what happened. I need to know for a fact that, you know, she lived happily ever after or some such. Or even she lived all by herself and turned into a bitter old lady. I don't care. I need an ending. But, you know, and I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to finish this series anyway. But I'm real scared about the ending of the last book. So I believe in this one, Pip has gone off to college and released a podcast, and then her friend disappears and the police aren't giving it the attention it needs to, so she decides she's gonna stick her toe back in the detective pond and find out what happened to herself. But love this cover with the headphones, and there's blood on the headphones. Very, very good. So looking forward to that one. And then this next book is the third book in a series. I believe it's the final book of a trilogy, and then there's like a companion series or something starting up, kind of like Truly Devious. But this is The Final Gambit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the third book in the Inheritance Games trilogy, and then she just came out with The Brothers Hawthorne, which is from the brothers' point of view, while all of these books are from Avery's point of view. So I kind of feel like they're not connected, but they're kind of offshooting a little bit. I don't know. But like I said, final book in the Inheritance Games trilogy, following Avery Grams, who mysteriously receives millions of dollars and control of this family's fortune from a old guy that she's never met. So I love this. I continuously compare it to Knives Out. Very much has similar vibes, very much fall vibes, mystery, mayhem. Love it. So looking forward to picking this up. And then the final book, because I can't choose, and I know I'm not going to finish all of these this month because it is already the 14th, and today's my brother's birthday, so happy birthday to him. But I'm giving myself choices because I am very much unable to make decisions for myself, so these are just on my radar. And this one is Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. I love Adrienne Young, especially her Fable series. So I believe this is her adult debut. I don't know, but I've heard great things about this. This is the book of the month edition, but I've heard great things about this. It just gives off fall vibes. I mean, just look at the cover. It's a foggy forest, fall vibes. So this is a deeply atmospheric story about an ancestral magic, an unsolved murder, and a second chance at true love. So who doesn't love mystery and romance and magic? Just, yes, give it all to me. So Emily Blackwood's life changed forever the night her best friend was found dead, and the love of her life, August Salt, was accused of murdering her. Years later, she's doing what her teenage self swore she would never do. She never would, living a quiet existence on the misty, remote shores of Serosi Island and running a family's business, Blackwood's tea shop, herbal tonics, and tea leaf readings. When the island, rooted in folklore and magic, begins to show signs of strange happenings, Emily knows that something is coming. The morning she wakes to find that every single train Serosi's turned to color in a single night. August returns for the first time in 14 years and unearths the past that the town has tried desperately to forget. August knows he's not welcome as Rosie, not after the night everything changed. As a fire raged on at the Salt family orchard, Lily Morgan was found dead in the dark woods, shaking the bedrock of their tight-knit community and branding August a murder. When he returns to bury his mother's ashes, he must confront the people who turned their backs on him and face the one wound from his past that is never healed, Emery. But the town has more than one reason to want August gone, and the emergence of hidden promises and deep betrayal spanning generations threatens to reveal the truth behind Lily's mysterious death once and for all. That sounds great. It really does. My hair's a mess, please excuse that. So can't wait. There's a lot of books that I can't wait to pick up, but I also have a feeling I'm not going to pick up any of them because I can't get myself to concentrate for 10 minutes straight. I really can't, like, on anything. It's not even that I can't pick up a book, it's that I can't focus. I'm overwhelmed. So, lots of books. There's a lot of red on this TBR. Oh. So, I'm wondering if I should add Reckless to this too, because I want to read it, and Helpless comes out next month. Elsie Silver. Also want to read Twisted Love. See, lots of choices, but I don't know what to pick. So, this is my TBR for September, beginning of October, because September is almost halfway gone and I haven't finished. Well, I finished 2 books, but that doesn't count. So here we go. We got Things We Never Left Behind, The Spellbook of Katrina Van Tassel, The Vanishing Stare, Good Girl, Bad Blood, The Final Gambit, Assistant to the Villain, and Spells for Forgetting. And Bring Me Your Midnight. Which gorgeous book. Love this book. I have all of Rachel Griffin's first editions, and all of them are gorgeous, but this has to be my favorite cover. With the quote, and then the hands in the back. Has to be my favorite hardcover. So it's blue, and blue's my favorite color. And then we also have Finding Me by Viola Davis, which, granted, I'm not in a hurry to finish, but all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How did I start out with 6 and end with 9? Okay. Well, let me know what books you're reading. Are you excited for fall? I cannot wait. As you can see, I have a couple things out already. Like this little pumpkin, these little Halloween, Nightmare Before Christmas things, my cat, which ironically my cat doesn't like, but it's there, and I have other things in other places. But tell me how much you're looking forward to fall, my fall blanket. What books do you plan on reading? I do believe I'm coming out with a fall book recommendations video, but we'll see how that works out. Let me know what books you plan on picking up this month. Did you read any of these and did you love them? What are your thoughts on these books? Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will have my socials linked down below. I believe it's really only Instagram, but I will have those linked down below. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and don't forget to pick up a good book. Bye.